Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland, and I'm just having a bit of bother getting set up today because I had my stand set up the other day for something else. So if you're here, come in and say hello. I'm a bit ski-whiff, I think, but we're maybe just going to have to go with it. Can't be spending all the time moving about. Hi Renee. Hi Helen. Hey, so wow, I'm here. So I've been trying to get back to doing more lives, but sometimes life kind of gets in the way, I guess. So I'm just getting my iPad ready so I can see your comments and chat with you and sit down. Hi Lisa, how lovely to see you too. So yeah, so I didn't realise, but yesterday, right, this just isn't looking right at all. I'm trying to, I just want you to be able to see most of my working surface. And I stupidly moved my stand and now I can't get it set up properly again. But I think this will be about right. But you just have to shout at me if you can't see what I'm doing. It's never quite right. Right, okay. So Friday coming up, the Friday the 30th, is International Friendship Day. So I thought it would be a good idea if I sent a few cards and reminded some of my friends that I still exist, because I've probably this last year been a little bit neglectful of some friends. Things have just been, I don't know, I think our whole world's been upside down, hasn't it, folks? In your routines, and kind of get caught up with family things and not forget about your friends, but just forget that you haven't spoken to them. I've got some wonderful friends who we just take up where we left off when we do get together for a chat or see each other. But I still think it would be nice to send out a few friends. So I don't know what International Friendship Day means to you. So does it mean reaching out the hand of friendship to more people, or does it mean looking after the friends you already have before they give up on you? I think for me a bit of both. So I made some cards last night and I will show you them later, but what I thought, I was actually just going to do what I did, well, emulate it. It won't be exactly the same. So it's on the one sheet Wonder Idea. I'm going to stamp my own sheet of stamping, and I'm going to be using this new stamp set, which is the new mini catalogue that goes live on Tuesday next week, the 3rd of August 2021, just in case you're watching this in the future. Hi Shirley, how are you? I'm glad some people could come and chat while I play, because that's basically what I'm doing here. But hey, so Beauty of Tomorrow, this is the first stamp set that jumped out at me when I saw the new, and that was the first item on my pre-order. I think it is simply beautiful, the whole suite. And I bought the whole suite because I just had to have it. So I'm going to use some of this in this. And then I pulled out a stamp set from the annual catalogue, which I'm glad, this was in the previous catalogue and it rolled over. It rolled over. Yeah, I'm okay, Shirley. I'm just getting on with it here. So yeah, so got a day to myself here. So I'm just getting on with it and getting some stamping done. I've advertised August's class kit if you haven't seen that, if you're one of my kit purchasers. I've got paper share coming out in the next day or two from the mini catalogue, a ribbon share and a specialised paper share as well. The details will follow. I just got fed up sitting at the computer typing stuff. Yeah, so Queen Anne's lace, it's beautiful, and it rolled over to the annual catalogue. I hadn't used it enough, so hence I'm going to bring it, because I'm sort of thinking of hedgerows, the beauty of hedgerows, and coming towards autumn, we're still in summer. I am going to use the Dotage stamp from Quiet Meadow, and I may use Biggest Wish. I used it last night. We'll see. It might not. Right, so we'll see. So first of all, I've got some of the stamps I'm going to use. And my palette, I'm going to use the same palette as I used last night. I made this one up as I went along, but when I was finished, I was really pleased. So I just thought I would share this. Yeah, you might not get too excited about what I'm doing here, but Lisa, but I am using it because I think it's just different. So anyway, so I've got Bumblebee, Pear Pizzazz, Soft Seafoam, Soft Suede, and Crumb Cake. So I thought I would start to get some kind of an actual fact. You see, as I go, I'm thinking differently from what I did last night. Last night I used this stamp. In fact, I'll pop some of it down. This one, and I'm not going to put it on a block. I'm just going to... So you're... Right, okay, so you're coming back soon. Good. You're not gone yet, though. Give me a buzz later on, Shirley. Right, anyway. I'm using this just to get a bit of texture on the... Don't you love the finger daub? Well, it's texture, isn't it? I like doing it this because you don't get even coverage in that. And then I think I'll do something different. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do a strip of what's it here? A strip of stamping here and then a strip of stamping at the other side so that I can then cut the thing in half. But I will be doing it sort of same but different. Anyway, this is not relevant what this says or anything. It is just a bit of colour and texture in the background. So let's pop it away again. Clean it first, shall we? I'll use different... Oh, hi Hazel, and you come. Now, I've not got the fire on, but you can still come and get a seat. It is airy. It's one of those days where you think, well, maybe I should have lit the fire. Very airy here in central Scotland today. And changeable. I did go out for a wee walk there and it rained on me when I was coming back. Right, so anyway. I'm not organised. If I waited till I was organised, I would never come on. Right, so I'm looking for... This time I'm wanting soft suede here. So let's get some stamping. Let's get moving, Janice. Right, so Queen Anne's lace, also known as wild carrot. Some people think it's cow parsley, but I think it's wild carrot. But you can debate about it. And does hemlock not look like this as well? So hey, you better Google so you can tell the difference. The last time yesterday I used crumb cake for this. This time I'm using soft suede. I nearly picked up El Espresso and then I went for soft suede simply because I don't use it much. It's a nice warm brown. This is my hedgerow. I'm just getting it. I actually was thinking I should have done a bit of... Oh, and that that delicious? We'll just do a bit of, take that off there because that was over the edge. This is a beautiful stamp. Because I didn't get some second generation over here, I'm just going to do that now. I don't want to, oh, that was first gen, never mind. That's good because if you don't always pay attention, because it doesn't actually matter. So I'm going to clean this one off, that's all I'm going to use that stamp. In you come, Hazel, and is everyone budged up to let Hazel in? I'm going to pop this away. Look, did you notice this? I'm putting it away. Right, now I want to use we have a filler stamp for the Queen Anne's lace, so I'm going to use Bumblebee, but I am going to stamp off with this because last night I used it first generation and it was a bit strong, I thought. Yeah, it's just relaxing as well, this kind of stamp, and you know, the composition, I sort of had the idea of, so I'm just getting my head round remembering that I'm going to stamp off first, then put that one on there and just line it up over the wee flowers, and then the same, so this will be third generation now on photopolymer. Third generation, not always the strongest, but in this instance it is. I think my Bumblebee pad is pretty juicy. Might be because I've not been using it enough. Yes, sorry, it's very vanilla that I'm stamping on. Thank you for pointing out that I hadn't mentioned that, because I know with lighting, not always obvious. In fact, I think I might have not put one of my lights on, which I've not really solved my shadow problem yet, but because I think I need to buy a different lamp, but we'll just make the best of what we've got here. Love, love, love. I will get quicker as I settle down. I'm just... I think I'll do this one just second generation too, because the outline is so strong with the first generation soft suede. I'm having a memory issue today for names, and if I still remember my own name, I suppose it's a good day. It's getting older thing, it just doesn't come itself, does it? As they say in Scotland, old age doesn't come itself, hen. Right, so that's our Queen Anne lace, wild carrot, call it what you will. I'm going to close some of these inks up. I actually like that already without anything else. That would just be enough in a card. But now I'm going to bring in a crumb cake, and I am going to bring in this big stamp because I like it. And I should have a, oh here it is, I did, because I took the Queen Anne lace off this block because I knew I needed it for this. Okay, so let's get a bit more foliage in our hedgerow here. like the way that when you do the second generation it makes it go into the background. It's quite a nice wee hedgerow we've got going on here. And then we need something smaller in the foreground. I'm going to bring in my pear pizzazz now, just because I can. Okay, Shirley, take care. It's trying to rain down here though, so be a bit careful. Alrighty, so just going to use this to put a bit more greenery at the front. They're both beautiful, aren't they? I quite like it when I get a new stamp set that I think goes quite well with an older stamp set that's we already had. And it's like brings both catalogues together. Oh, I forgot to. That wasn't so good. No, I bought it for a challenge. The Queen Anne lace one, Lisa, and to be fair, I haven't used it enough either. But it is, when you get it out, you think, why am I not using this more? It is so, so pretty. So it's coming, isn't it? So then I'm going to bring in my soft suede, and I'm going to bring the bird in. I love this stamp. It's so pretty. Look, this bird. So this bird is going to swoop down on my flowers and be in and amongst them. Look at this, how distinctive is that? He's hiding in there. Oh, Janice, that's not good, is it? Poor stamping there, Janice. Look at me. I think it was my first day I'd ever stamped. I'm pressing too hard on my ink, that's all, because I'm talking and not thinking. So how is everyone? Where else will we have a bird? I think I better have one up here. I'll get two on that card, whatever I do. And we'll have one in here. I really am just making it up as I go along. I just can't have upside down birds, that doesn't make sense, does it? One coming in here. Hi Cindy! Yep, stamping away. Have you not got one yet, Helen? Mind you, my customers don't have theirs yet either. I'm just having a wee rest from packing catalogues right now. They're going in the post later today or tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm sure it will be on its way. It's a balance of getting things out at the right time. Anyway, so I think apart from some dottage, which I'll probably do to both sides at the same time, I think that we'll leave that side for the moment. Now this side is going to be a bit shallower. I'm just reminding myself what I did. Did I use... Yeah, right, so I'm bringing out Queen Anne lace again and So let's see. I'm just going to do similar to what I did. Yeah, mine will be in that, not that one. Where's my Queen Anne lace? There's lots of things. I mean, you could, although I'm going to use the dottage from that, I could pop this in. What about putting this in amongst the Queen Anne lace? Let's have a think about that. But I do like this Queen Anne lace, really like it. So let's get it in. This time I'm going to do it a bit more subtle. I'm going to do it with the outline with the crumb cake. And anyone who's watching today who's in my In Colour Club, remember today is payment day for this month. That's only relevant if you're watching today on the 28th of July during the live. If you're not watching on the live, it's not relevant. I'm doing something slightly I'm doing a different depth here. Because I'm kind of probably going to do a littler thing here. Where's my English gone? And Hanad Kia ora! New Zealand is in the house. Australia's in the house too, actually, I think. Are you not? The US of A is in the house. They're just waking up with Cindy. Wake up with Cindy. The bird is just delicious. It's going to be in lots of cards, believe me. I'm usually a butterfly fan, but that bird is just so delicious. Delicious. And so is this Queen Anne lace stamp. And again, we've used crumb cake, but we'll use bumblebee and we'll stamp off to put the colour in. Whoopsie doozy. Whoopsie doopsie. And then, as I say, this side will be different but the same. What do they call that? Continuity and change. The same but different. Of course, because that's second generation, I can hardly see where it is, but that's all right. One, no, third generation, isn't it? The third one. So you guys in winter in New Zealand and Australia, or autumn? Do you actually get autumn, or does it just go straight to winter? Oh, you've got the blue skies today. We've got the rain. We had thunderstorms last night. Quite exciting. I had a headache all day yesterday, so I was glad when the thunder came because my headache cleared eventually. One. And then just over there. Over there! I think. And then this one. Hello Janine, good morning. Definitely saying good morning America. Oops, finger spots as well. I'm just going to shut some of these inks because you had some thunder this morning. I didn't hear it this morning, Lisa. But it's fairly cleared the air. It's not nearly as muggy out there now. Alrighty, so what we're going to do in between here, I think, we'll get a bit more of this leaf, but just use the bottom. No, we were going to have it. We were going to add in. What were we going to add in? Where's it gone? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah, this one. Because it's nice to see flowers in the hedgerow. Now, we'll have to have a wee think about this because we'll need to add some colour somehow to the flowers, which might mean bringing in another colour, but why not? Hi Kerry, in you come. We're just having a wee, those who have just joined us. On Friday, it's International Friendship Day. So I thought today I would make as many cards as I could with the theme of friendship. And I'm going to send some out. So, if you would like to receive a card from me, it's not going to arrive with you on Friday, but it will arrive. Pardon me. If you'd like to receive a card from me, one of these friendship cards, get in touch with me through one of my social medias. So to do that, if you go into the description box below, not right, I don't know if it'll be there right now, but certainly once I'm finished. Yeah, I think it will be. You should get most of my social media. If you private message me your address, don't put it on a public page or anything like that. And then we'll pop. Oh, so I'm going to find, can somebody think of a stamp that I could quickly colour the flowers in, and can you start thinking what colour I'm going to colour these flowers? Now I want it to be subtle. So I was more thinking I could bring in fresh freesia or pale papayas more on this sort of theme. Pale papaya, I think. I'm trying to stick with these lovely warm tones. And not Blackberry Bliss in this piece of work. That'll compete with my soft suede. No, I'm thinking more, let's keep this one more subtle. Subtle's not my middle name. Calypso coral stamped off, maybe. Yeah. I think so, Lisa, that might work, because it is definitely warm, and if it's stamped off, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Now the thing is, what will I use for filling in though? Do we get could use something from the In Bloom or hand penned, I think. That one, don't know. Well, I've not used So Saffron, but I think it's too close to the Bumblebee. I'm trying to put something in that's slightly different. I'm thinking actually one of these. I'm very sad as well. I've lost one of the leaves. I've lost that from hand penned, and I've been looking for over a week now. I'm beginning to think it washed down the drain, and I'm most upset. Yeah, I'm going to go with a hand penned one, this one I think. Of course, these be filling in with another stamp set. I learned this from our roof. If we do use that stamped off, or we could bring in a blue. Or we'll just stick with this because Lisa was first to suggest, I think. Well, Anne Hannah did suggest Blackberry Bliss, but I didn't want to bring in such a strong colour. But do you know what, Anne Hannah, you can do it. think I'm just happy to stick with this. We'll just, although of course I didn't stamp off, well I did, didn't I? But we can try it, you can try it in lots of different combinations. This is only to get you started. Yeah, I was saying that the filling in the one flower with the stamp of another flower, I did learn this from Ruth from Artful Stamping. So if you don't already follow Ruth, pop over to Artful Stamping with Ruth. She does this kind of stamping. Wow. I love it. I did used to do stamping a full sheet. I've always done that when I get a new stamp set. I stamp a full sheet and see. But I've learned so much from watching Artful Stamping with Ruth. And I get much more adventurous with what I do now. And she teaches quite a lot of tricks like this one. Right, so yeah, I'm liking that. That's kind of fitting what I had in my head quite well. Yeah, the soft seafoam I did put in underneath there. Do you know what? I don't think I did. Yeah, I did use soft seafoam, but yeah. So I will be using that soft seafoam and this one. So we need some kind of something in the bottom here. So I think we'll go and use, it's Pear Pizzazz I've got here. Cloth to clean. There we go. Don't know what's on here already. So let's just pop in some in the foreground. Some littler things. And we'll do some dotage. The soft seafoam doesn't always, I don't find, shows up so well on very vanilla. Get that in there as well. Now there's my wee hedgerow there, I'm okay with that. Just needs a bit of dotage. And birds need to come in here. Right, this time right. I think I'll just stick with the soft suede for the birds. Yeah, it does make me think of dill, and then you've got, well, what Queen Anne's lace is also known as wild carrot, but I think it's like cow parsley as well, so you know, it's up to you what you think it is. So do I go, do you know what I'm thinking? I wonder if I stay with crumb cake for the birds for this side. There won't be as many birds on this side. I'm going to stick with crumb cake. I'm planning to cut there. We'll see. So I'm going to keep these birds tucked in here. So this will be probably like 1, 2, 3 sort of. We don't want to be damaging birds in the process either, so don't want to be chopping them up. I just put one in here. Okay, we'll just go with that, and we just need the dotage stamp. Is it here? Have I got it out yet? I've got it out somewhere. Where have I put it? Right, to help. Where has she put it? There, bird, flower. I'm confusing myself now, girls. Right, it's not in the stamp set. Can someone see it? What did I do with it? I'm actually panicking now. Can anybody see the dottage stamp? I got it out and then I changed my mind, said I'll leave that till the end, didn't I? I'm breathing and I still can't find it. What did I do? Luckily we do have other dottage stamps, but I'll need to find it. Come on girls, what did I do? Here it is, look, all in a block, all ready to go. Me put it in the wrong box. Of course not, Lisa. Right, dottage. I'm actually thinking I might want a wee bit more calypso in the base here, so I'm going to go with it. Again, I will stamp it off first before I put it on my... Just to bring that colour through it. I like that. Do you think? And then we'll put other... I think the rest of the colours are evenly through there, just maybe a bit more green. Let's just go with the soft sea foam and just add a bit more. I know, I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it. Now we'll just go with soft sea foam, and we don't need this anymore because it's not even in the other one. Could add it in here. I could add some dottage over there and bring it in, but do you know what? I'm not going to. I don't think. I'm going to stick with what I've got. Just going to put a bit more. Just mix the colours. So it really is a hedgerow and it's a muddle of colour. Because that's how hedgerows are, aren't they? There's everything hiding in them. Right, enough is enough. And then this one, it definitely needs some more dottage. Let's start with soft sea foam just to... I believe that when I'm looking at this, the soft sea foam, because I recently re-inked it, is actually almost as strong as the Pear Pizzazz. Not ever going to be able to disguise that. I'll just have to be careful. That will be an embellishment opportunity. Right, and then I'm going to bring in some more of the bumblebee. Like, some people think, oh gosh, stop Janice, you're ruining it. But I'm just doing it. I just don't think it's thick enough here, so adding dottage. I'm trying to be as random as I can be. Who wouldn't like to go and walk by this hedgerow? Right, so stamping stop. Stop, stop, girl, stop. No idea how long I've been here. But we need to chop it up now and make some cards. So I'm going to pop the stamps mostly. I might want to bring one or two back in when I'm doing individual cards. But we'll just pop them up there just now and put my colours. Just make a space there. Right, so we have more and more hedgerows again. They're coming back. They've stopped being manicuring the roadsides as much in Scotland, and it's so good for the wildlife. It's making a huge difference. Right, so first of all, I'm going to chop this. I don't even care what the measurement is. I'm just going to chop it and try not to chop any birds in the process. So if I go right up that line there, no birds will be damaged. Boink. Done. So this is my kind of card making. Each card will be different, it'll be individual, and although I'm using the same stamped sheet, my words are not coming out properly today. Right, so this, we're not going to damage any birds, so we're going to just cut it in a way, and we'll worry about measurements later, although I'm having a kind of an idea as I look that it's a whole measurement. I didn't even look to see what that cut at there. Yeah, it cut at 7.8. This bit. Now then, we want a bird in each one, so this one it'll be 9.5. How would 9? No, 8.5 was it? So if I went to 8, what happens? Actually just catches that tail feather and no more, right? And then if we chop this one at 8, or actually maybe not, maybe do this one at 6, and then that one is there. Yeah, that's fine. So there's 4 from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I think I can get 4 from this as well, don't you? Because we've got... So again, let's not damage the birds. So if we just go, that one will be 8 if it's just there. So let's just do that. 8. Cool. And then this one can be a narrow one. Oh, we'll go at 7. We'll go at 7. No, I'm not. See, I say one thing and then I think, no, I'm doing the other. I think because the birds are facing that way, I sometimes feel it's better that they're at that side of the picture looking in, and I forgot that one's got 3 birds and luckily didn't squash it. This one to 8.5. This is bigger. And then this one is 7.2 or something ridiculous like that, and they're measuring 13.2 or something like that. It doesn't matter. Right, that will be coming in a minute. But what I did last night was actually put some of them through an embossing folder. So we'll put a couple of the little ones and a couple of the bigger ones through an embossing folder. And because I just want to share with everyone this one that's with Nature's Harvest. It's in the Nature's Harvest suite. This is in the new mini catalogue. So I need to get my beautiful cut and emboss machine. actually, do you know what? There's another bit to do before that. I wanted to pop, I just want this to be single layer stamping really. So I'm going to see if I can slide in the sentiment, and the sentiment I used was the Hello Friend from Queen Anne's Lace. I did forget. So I've got Hello Friend, and I'm going to take Soft Suede because that's our strongest colour here. And I'm going to try and see if I can fit it on. But let's just, yes, it's the Time Worn Type embossing folder. I am going to use it, so you will see that in a moment. But I just taken myself back again because I forgot that I want to put the sentiments. So here's a nice big space on that one. Hello Friend. I'm not bothered if they're straight or they're not. It's for my friends. They're not going to worry. They're just going to be pleased that I remembered they existed. Hello Friend. And where will this one will fit up here? So just look for a wee space to fit it in. We'll do the other ones after, but for this moment we'll get these ones through the embossing folder. Right, now I've got to pick up that machine again. That's why I think I've got a sore arm, and I'm wondering if it's because I keep this on the floor at the side of me. I'm constantly picking it up. I do wonder if I'm giving myself that injury. Right, now for this is because this is a 3D embossing folder, I need the grey plate, which is number 4. So yeah, this is just beautiful. So I'm going to pop 2 in. Oh, over a wee bit. Might not get the other 2 in together, but we'll just go with this. Now it prefers this to go in with the fold first. That's it. Then turn the handle. Whoopsie doopsie. It's falling out. See the difference that makes? Just gives it some more texture. And this one, I like when you can see the difference between the colour palette. You know that with this one without the Calypso Coral and this one with the addition of the Calypso Coral. Thanks for that suggestion, Lisa, because I love it. That one won't go in it together, so we'll just pop this. Where did I put the grey plate? Maybe it's underneath. I hope you're paying attention to me here, so that, because I'm going to lose something, I need you to tell me where it goes. Keep an eye on everything on my desk. There's that one. Hi Jenny! It's our washing machine. My washing machine's gone into spin, which it always does when you're talking to someone. I wish it was the coffee machine. I've nobody here to make my coffee. He's out today. Do you know, well, I'm just going to stick them all through, why not? I did some with and some without last night, but hey, come on, let's just do it, because it's lovely. No, that's not going to do. Oh, but then I need to stamp these. Oh, Janice, stop changing your mind. They've not got their sentiment. Right, the other thing that I embossed, I've got some card bases here. So I did some, on my card bases last night, I did some tone on tone stamping, and I did emboss a few of them. So here we go. Now you could use ink in here. You can do lots of different things. But because I've got half a card in there, I can't put it in fold first, but it's fine. I have tried it out. It does. It is fine. You just need to make sure it's lined up properly. And off you go. Yeah, it does sometimes sound like my washer's about to take off when it goes into spin. So there, I don't know if this is focusing, but you can see that texture is just beautiful. So we do another one. Oh, and one of my neighbours has decided this is a good time to saw wood. So can you hear that? I'll tell him that later, that we could hear him all the way in New Zealand. This is sliding around because it shouldn't really go on top of there. So there's another one. There's another card base ready. That's embossed. Now I'll do one more, but what I'm thinking is, I'll do a very vanilla one, but I'm thinking what I'll do for you is pop some ink in here. It's a beautiful, beautiful. So what am I wanting? Where do I want this? That's the bit coming up. So if I stamp this here, ink on this part of it, and just let you see the effect. I'm doing it on the very vanilla because I know it's like a sound festival, isn't it, Jenny? To be fair, he just moved in a couple of weeks ago, so I guess he's got lots that he wants to do. Don't let this move though. Keep it, once you've folded it, don't move it because you don't want the ink to go to different bits. Sometimes mine does. The wee drawers at the top for the powder and stuff, they open when it's spinning as well. Right, that's the last one I'm going to emboss. I'm going to put, simply because my arm's hurting now. Actually, because of everything, I'm just going to pop this away. I'm actually going to lift it with my other arm to put it down. We give ourselves, you know, crafting's supposed to be a safe activity, but sometimes give ourselves injuries. Do you want to look? See what's happened? Look. I'm not quite sure, but I seem to have some calypso in there too. But hey, that's me. There you go. We'll pop that to get washed. And then we'll start to make up some cards. So, just a bit of fun, isn't it? I love this sort of washed, limed kind of look. And these all need a sentiment, so let's just give them a sentiment and then we'll start making up. You tell me, you sing Tina Turner. If I sing, you'll all leave. Does it do a bit of Proud Mary? And I'm just looking for spaces to pop the sentiment because I'm not wanting to be, maybe because I'm lazy, or maybe it's because I don't want to pay too much postage, so I'm making sure it's going to be relatively flat in the post. Right, they've all got a sentiment, so I can close up the ink. The folder is Time Worn Type. It comes with Nature's Harvest. Sweet. It's gorgeous. I can't show you it just now because it's inside the new catalogue that goes live soon. So there we go. We've got 8 cards here. I've got this one sitting in front of me, so why don't we do this? Now, what have I got? It's scrap here for making. I've got bits and pieces of scrap to make a border. Tina Turner, Tina Turner, Tina Turner. So I think Pear Pizzazz will work there equally, so would any of the colours that are in there. So just pulling that green out from the bottom there. So you got, because when you're doing these cards, though, you do have to measure each one. So these, that is 13.2. 13.2 by 8. Where is my trimmer? Here it is, right beside me. What did I say? 13.2, so add on 4, so that will be 13.6. And that one is 8, so 8.4. So that will work for that one. So that's one. So these ones are all the same length, so I should get this one out of this bit as well. So that one is a weird width of 8, just over 8.5. I think that's 8.5. So let's go with 8.9. So that works for that one. Yeah. And then, so what have I got in another colour? Just bringing in scraps from, no, I don't think that's, these scraps obviously are from a project. Are they wide enough? Oh yeah, look at that. Get this one out of it then. Don't know I'm well enough to be cheeky yet. I think I know what my request might be. So bottom girls, right. There's another one with a border, and this one needs a border too, which obviously that's no use for. So we've got any bigger scraps in here. Don't want to use scraps that are not scraps, if you know what I mean. So that's a full sheet, so don't want to use that. Here's more, and there's more, and there's more. Right. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think it's squint. I'm wondering whether I could just, I don't know if it's the card that's squint or this that's squint. If I just trim this down here, oh, maybe not my best idea. It's done now. Ooh, because it's been embossed, it went all crinkly. I make mistakes so you don't have to, but do you know what, it worked. And then that fits on there perfectly. Just let's not fight with it. Alrighty. Then we need some for these. So this is one of those daft measurements, say 7.8, so this needs to be 8.2. If I just do this, then making up the cards will be quicker. I hope you're all right. Hope you're hanging on in there. Hi Michelle, in you come. Right, so that was 8.2 that way. What is it? This one is, that one's actually 8.3. So if I cut that one, what's 3 and 4? 7, 8.7. That should work. There's another one. Yeah, I like them embossed as well. I've just done a few just to let you see. So this one is, we're nearly there. It just feels like it's a boring job. Right, this one's 8.4. So if we cut that at 8.8, is it? It's 7.4, isn't it? 7.4. Okay, sleep well, Anharad Kaketi. 7.8 I need this to be. That was amazing, I remembered after talking to Anharad. Oh, hang on. I forgot to give it some juice. Not a good start to coming back on live, is it? Let's get some power. Gonna have to do something here. Am I back? Am I back now? That's it, it's working again. I just forgot to give it power. I'm not very clever sometimes. Right. We're all right. Phew! Thanks, ladies. Right, so look, we're 2 more to do. Let's see what colour have we got. Oh well, these could get bumblebee. Do you know, I'm not even thinking it through, just using the scraps. Maybe not enough here, let's see. Right, we can get that one out of that one. I thought I had... Oh, I'm just going to chop this up because I can't be bothered running around the room. I've got more. And there's more. Right, so this is 8 by 7.8. So 7.8 goes to 8.2. Use that up for something else. And then 8.4. That one. Now, do we keep that as a bigger frame? Or do we chop it down? Quite interesting, isn't it, to decide what's... I'm going to leave it bigger just now. Yeah, sometimes I do that as well, yeah. Right, So I was going to stick this plain one on this card here. I don't know if I'm straight or squint. Glue. What were the chances of that? It worked right away. And then that's going on there. Come on. Da, 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 da. So what I'm going to do is put plain pictures on embossed card fronts and then t'other way about. So we have a card. Phew! I don't know how long I've been how long have I been here for? I finally got a card. So here's another embossed. Now another way to just add a bit more texture to this is to take the ink pad. So I took the ink pad to the embossing folder with that one, and it's not sticking down very well there. But sometimes another way just to add, now you have to be just gentle, and that gentle's not really my thing, but you know, just swiping it over a bit. So really just catching that raised part. Just a little, just to keep it going. Another thing you can do then as well, which I'm not going to do right now, is you can then swipe it over with a bit of Versamark and your heating stick powder, and then you could do your gilding flakes. Do you know, you can make it lots of texture. I'm actually just going to pop this one on here, I just like that. I'm just done. Because everybody likes different things, so you know, some people like wide borders, some people like, because it looks a bit more like a frame. Possibly should have brought in some calypso coral, but I've got a wee idea for that, for another one. Right. See, once you start doing stuff like this, the ideas start coming. They might not be there when you start out, but you just need to start. Don't want to press too hard because I don't want to deboss the embossing, but oops, take one's finger off. So it just adds interest. Well, that's that one. With one more here. Where's my bond folder? Do you see my finger telling my brain what it needs? When the words weren't coming. So I think that's too much, right? So that doesn't work. I'm actually going to see if I've got a scrap of calypso coral, because I think that would work there. Or, do you know what? Where's the calypso coral? Let's not bother about that. Let's get calypso coral out. I'll probably ruin it now, but you know, that's allowed. Let's take a blending brush. That one, no idea what colour's already on it, but I'm sure it will work with calypso coral. Oops. Okay, and then I'm just going to just get some calypso coral around the edge of this. Not going too far in, just giving it a bit of a frame. So it's just play. This is play for me. Relaxes me. Nothing formal, nothing set in stone, just go with the flow. What about that? That's better, isn't it? Do you know my phone is at such a jaunty angle, I'm surprised you can even follow what I'm doing here. I'm surprised I can even follow it. Have you noticed though I've not even got one blue? Not one blue out. Not like me, is it? No blues, no purples. And yet I love it. So just treat each little piece that you've cut, you cut it individually, so treat it as an individual and just do what makes you happy. Are you guys still there? Are you hanging on in there? Who's crafting at the same time? Or who's going to craft soon? Some of you are just having your coffee and wakening up. I did awakening this morning, getting me. So 3 cards down. 5 to go. I'm just taking the bases, there's a pile of card bases here. I'm just using, and I think I might have made myself be short of one because I chopped that one up, but I'm sure I'll find another one. What am I like? I'm sure I had more than that out. Oh yeah, I've got a whole pile. I've got a whole pile. Here's a beautiful bumblebee one. Oh, that's cool. So, what about sticking some more bumblebee on this? What have we got? Have I got a yellow brush? Yellow, yellow. You're eating pizza, Jenny, okay. Just gently, just give it a frame. You're going to bed soon, okay. I don't think there's enough birds in here. Just that one wee one is hiding, but we'll just leave it at that. You're off to bed as well when I'm done. No pressure then. I hope you all sleep okay. Hope it don't give you nightmares. Dream of pretty hedgerows. We need to do another hedgerow one that's more autumny with berries and things in it. I'll do that another day. Now, that can just go on a plain card, or you can tone stamp on this. And what should we have on this one? I'm thinking, what have I got? We could reflect these flowers these ones. And we could do them. I need to make sure it's clean though. We'll do this with Bumblebee tone on tone stamping, just to show you what you can do. So I know I've got glue in here, so I'm just like, I'm going to have that. So what I'm going to show you is you can have some flowers coming out the top and the bottom. So just keeping it simple. It looks messy in the middle, but we're going to be covering that up. So I absolutely love tone on tone stamping, and I just love it when all the colours come together like this. This Bumblebee is just such a lovely colour. It's got such a lovely warm tone. Four cards. Phew. We're going, we're going, we're going. So again, we'll do something similar, but instead of tone on tone this time, I'm going to use the Pear Pizzazz. There's a bit of me wants to do some more Calypso Coral in here. Actually, do you know what I will? I'm just going to do this. Where's the, is this, that's the front, yeah. Keep the cards that you've already made out of the way. Kind of looks like somebody splattered some blood here, but never mind. I've not murdered any birds, honestly, I never. And I'll bring in the Pear Pizzazz as well, just because I can. Because I don't know if it'll look okay or not, but the only way to, one way to find out, isn't there? I love this splatter stamp. This is a great one. Splatter, dotage, whatever you want to call it. So remember what I said, I am going to send out some friendship cards. So if you'd like one of these cards, contact me on social media, Facebook, I don't know what other I've got under there. But if you private or you email, it's janice.mcglenn@gmail.com. I think my email address is in the contacts in the show. If you push the show more button underneath into the description box, you'll be able to find me on Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube. But please don't put your address publicly. Pop it in an email or a private message. On my Jazzle Dazzle business page on Facebook, Jazzle Dazzle and Friends. Craft share group. If you're not in that group, you're welcome to come and join and share what you make. We're, in my group, we're not confined to just paper craft, and I like to see everybody's crafts because that motivates me too. I'm looking for another kind of tone on tone idea here. Not tone on tone because I don't have very vanilla ink. Another bit of texture. Yeah, I don't know what he's done, but he's gone, so we'll just celebrate that. So yeah, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm thinking that'll go down this side of the card, and I'm going to have this. So if I just think I'm going to put that about there and just gently take a pencil and draw a very faint line there. And I'm going to make sure that these flowers are over and the stem is. I know it's all gone quiet. It's so quiet. If I could sing, I would amuse you with this. A bit of Bjork. It's so peaceful. And then it'll all burst out in a minute and go wrong. I haven't overthought which colour each border was going to be or anything like that. I just used the scraps that were around me. So just kind of once you've decided on your colour palette, you then just get out your scraps of card and some card bases using the same colours and mix and match. Right, so that's, oh, we've got a soft seafoam card base here as well. Ooh, well that calls for some soft seafoam. Texture. Now you could have, hey, you could have birds down that side. Ooh. So actually that, if that's gonna go there, I'll just draw myself a wee line again so that I have the birds over the line-ish. Right. Didn't do this last night. I'm coming up with different ideas today, which is good. So your ideas just develop. So little green birds, little green birds. Where is my soft seafoam ink? Where has it gone? Here it is. It nearly jumped ship. So are you still hanging in there? Are we okay? Is everyone all right? Right, so that is going to be the front of the card, and I'm going to have the birds coming in here. Do you see that my soft seafoam is very inky? I'm even beginning to doubt it is soft seafoam that I re-inked it with, but I'm pretty sure it is. I like it anyway. Didn't plan the spacing or anything there, but hey, they're done. You're working, Janine. Ooh. Ooh. Pop this on the soft suede. I have no idea when I started, so I don't know how long this video is. I usually try to keep them to an hour, but I kind of got carried away today. I have no idea. Could be verging on 2 hours here, but hey, we've had fun. So one more and we're done. We'll just get this one nice and straight. And we've got this one, which can go, it's got a choice, it can go on a a squint crumb cake. I don't want that one, that's squint. Can go on that, or it can go on, oh, I like soft suede, I like it on the soft suede, and this has got no, this is just going straight on. Didn't even give you a chance to decide what one you like best, I just decided myself. Selfish that way. So do you think it should have texture on here? I think there's enough texture with the embossing. Obviously I'm going to go through and put a liner in each card. That might even get a little bit of stamping inside too. Yeah, I think because it's got all the embossing on the top layer, it's nice just to show off our beautiful cardstock as it is. So girls and boys, that is 8 cards. And last night I made 10. I will bring them out in a minute and let you see. Let me just, I say the word tidy up, but I'm not really tidying it up. I'm just throwing it all to the side. Take my messy bit away. And yes, a new pad is on my list. So here are the cards we made together. Oh, they're all portrait style. So there you go. What do you think? That's what we've just done today. So I don't know what one you like best. I like that they're all individual now and they've got, you know, I've just paired them up. And then I'll give you a quick look at what I did last night. So last night, 1, 2, 3, that one's from my bottom yesterday. I think I made 10 cards in all. Yeah, made 10 last night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I've made 8. Hey LaDonia, you're coming at the end of a very, very long video. So yeah, so last night I used different ways. I did some embossing, plain embossing, I did tone on tone stamping, I did colourful plus splattering, and then used this wee stamp that that's in the new set, that's in the my stamp sets have all just appeared on me. On this one, yeah, Beauty of Tomorrow, the new stamp set that's in the new mini, this one, so that was quite nice as well. Yeah, Valerie, you just saw these 10 are the ones I made myself last night while I was watching Esther and then Ruth. And this one I used the, well, you can see which one, what's that one called, Biggest Wishes. I used that and just played. So it's just play with what you've got. I quite like that one as well. So that's 10 from last night, and these are the 8 that we've made today. So please message me, email me if you'd like me to send you out one of these cards, and if you want to be my friend. You're all my friends. I appreciate you all. I do appreciate you all coming in to watch. I appreciate everyone who watches live, and I appreciate everyone who watches on the replay. And most of you leave me lovely comments and thumbs up, and it just makes it so worthwhile. And when someone sends you private messages to tell you that, you know, that they were so pleased I came on, and it just makes me feel so humble, so humble. So I'm hoping this inspires you to get busy and get crafting. Which one do you like? This one? Jenny? You like that one? Oh, hey Jamie, I didn't know you were here. So lovely to see you. So yeah, just send me a wee message and I'll happily send you out a wee card. And of course I've got a little list of friends that I am going to send one to that, you know, I've been neglecting a bit. So I'm not promising I'll get them posted out before International Friendship Day on Friday. But maybe, you know, it would be good if you did that as well and we all reach out. Helen, okay, you'll get one. If we all make a card, do you know that? Make a card, send a card. Oh, you think I might have frozen again? I don't know, I'm still moving here. Yeah, I'm still moving. I don't know what happened, maybe it was just an internet glitch. But anyway, I really do need to go now and let you all get on with your days. Yeah, I'm liking the red tone, the Calypso coral coming in there to it. Thank you, Lisa, for that idea. So yeah. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. And I'll see you all in the next one.